everyone here knows someone that has experienced bullying or someone that has knowledge of someone that has experienced bullying. Whether that's family, close friends, we all know someone, most likely just in this room alone, that is familiar with bullying and the cause and effects of it. Death can occur as a result of an adult or child experiencing bullying in their lifetime, and someone, whether it is in the workplace or in the school or even in your sports, anything that you do as an extracurricular activity is something that has to do or has any type of bullying present. Once it's observed, it's very important to address it head on. It's important to make sure that you are not taking it lightly. Death numbers as a result of bullying aren't spoken about enough, and I don't think people are aware of how many people it causes pain to when they do experience some form of bullying. There's a lack of educating the younger generation about the effects of bullying and understanding exactly what it means. According to Nazir and Nasheen, authors with the Indian Journal of Health and Wellbeing, school bullying conveys a deep-rooted argument of passionate scars that for all time influence children into adulthood. This means that early on it can affect a child from whether it's their elementary years, middle school years, or high school years. That's going to affect them. It's a possibility that it'll affect them in the rest of their, whether it's their education or their professional work life. Now that we've identified some of the problems associated with bullying, I would like to speak about ways that we can help as individuals. Bullying is a common behavior displayed over a large group of our population. That's the younger generation to be included in schools and the professional workplace. According to Peter Smith, author with the Social and Personality Psychology Compass, research, especially on bullying, has increased massively in the last decade. That just goes to show that not only is education being more important about bullying, but it's being more noticed for them to know that it's massively growing. Educators should have the ability to introduce young children with the concept of bullying early on in their curriculum plans. So obviously we have our math, our English, and everything else that we're teaching our kids in school, but it's important for those people that have an authority figure in school to teach the children what it means and how it's affecting others. At home, parents and family members should take any bullying allegations brought to their attention seriously and address it, which means that it's one thing to make kids aware of it at school, but when we come home, it's important for parents and authority figures to make sure they're addressing it with their kids at home. In the workplace, there should be a strict no bullying policy in place. This includes written policies that are followed up with actions if they aren't followed. If it's being seen, observed, or reported in the workplace, it's important that those people in charge are addressing it and make it a point to let them know that there is a zero tolerance policy for it. Bullying has expanded larger than in-person interactions, just meaning that it's gone from one-on-one in school bullying happening or in the workplace to now it's a cyberbullying issue, and it's happening very commonly online, to where social media is seeing sparks of victims and people who experience bullying on their social profiles where they feel like it's safe, but they're getting these responses and comments that are making them feel like they are being bullied. With that information in mind, I would like to identify some ways to help visualize the many solutions that come to mind in regards to bullying. Bullying leads to different traumas and death among individuals who either commit suicide or hurt those who they felt harmed them. So bullying is not only influencing those who experience it, but it comes down to whether it leads to them hurting themselves or hurting someone else in response to them feeling hurt or feeling, whether it's betrayed or feeling put down. It can lead for them to hurt someone else, to basically get rid of that pain, or feeling like someone else deserves to feel the pain that they've been feeling when they were experiencing the bullying. Identifying certain behaviors early on when it's observed can eliminate future occurrences with the same individuals who are being considered the bully. So if we are addressing the one that is doing the bullying, there's many times where the bully is not aware of their actions, aware of how it affects others. They're not familiar with the term bullying, or they're not feeling that what they're doing is actually wrong because they haven't been educated about it. This in return can assist with how others respond in a situation where they witness bullying occur, which means if you address someone that's considered the bully early on, that means that they could probably spread the word. Once they've been educated that what they're doing is wrong, when they see it, they could also make their friends or their coworkers aware, like, hey, what you're doing is wrong, it's not acceptable, and it's affecting others in a negative way. If we educate others on the effects and prevention, we can observe our youth experience a healthier school environment, and we could see that the workplaces can experience a less hostile work environment when it comes to adults. According to stopbullying.gov with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, when adults respond quickly and consistently to bullying behavior, they send the message that it's not acceptable. Taking bullying seriously, on another note, and addressing it during earlier stages, it's important to educate the youth of how infectious their actions can be. According to Alicia Ellis, author with the British Journal of Educational Psychology, teachers may fail to intervene in bullying incidents for many reasons. It's our jobs as humans, and especially adults, to ensure the opposite response. Taking time to become familiar with anti-bullying policies and to have in place, whether we are surrounded by our peers or coworkers, that it can lead to a thriving environment to be in. It's very important to not only educate ourselves, but those around us, to make sure that bullying is not an ongoing issue in today's society, because it's really affecting not only our youth, but our family members and our friends that we are sometimes not aware of because they're not speaking of it and because they're not educated about it.
What a nice topic.